We take a look at Zamfara State now. Fresh political storm has erupted within the Zamfara State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC amid accusations that the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, mismanaged party funds and made misleading claims regarding financial donations. In a statement issued by the Zamfara APC Secretary, Honorable Mansour Aminu Khalifa, the party dismissed Matawalle's claim of donating 500 million naira to APC supporters as a fabrication, challenging him to provide proof of how the funds were distributed. The statement accused Matawalle's faction of peddling falsehoods to manipulate party members. The claim that Minister Matawalle donated 500 million naira to Zamfara APC supporters is misleading. Even Bashir Ataka, the former welfare secretary under Tukur Fulani, has debunked this narrative, the statements read. The controversy within the state APC escalated further as Khalifa asserted that Tukur Fulani, the current state chairman, was no longer recognized by the party, insisting that his suspension remains valid. Consequently, he declared all actions taken by Fulani and his executives as illegitimate beyond financial disputes. The party also accused Matawalle and his associates of diverting relief materials, including 12,000 bags of rice donated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to APC supporters in Zamfara. Additionally, allegations surfaced regarding the misappropriation of 50 million naira donated by President Tinubu for victims of armed banditry and fire disasters, with claims that the funds have not reached the intended beneficiaries. The statement praised Honorable Aminu Sani Jaji, a prominent APC leader in the state, for his unwavering support for party members and his contributions to President Tinubu's 2023 election victory. It described Jaji as a key political force in Zamfara's APC structure. Well, there have been lots of crises in Zamfara State right now, as Matawalle is being, accused of fund misappropriation as regards to this. Let me get your take. Oh, funds mismanagement, I beg your pardon. Let me get your take as regards to this. Why is it always Matawalle?
Thank you. I think what you see playing out in Zamfara State is part of what has been happening around the 36 states of the Federation. And now, the state secretary of the party in Zamfara State accusing the Minister of State for Defense of mismanagement of the party fund. Whether you call it mismanagement or misappropriation of fund, and they are similar.
All right.
Now, looking at the accusation, it's not something that should be swept under the carpet and said, after all, we are at the hem of our face. Every allegation leveled against any political office holder must be taken seriously. And an important investigation should be launched to unravel the truth of such an allegation, because allegation of corrupt practices is not something we should be taken lightly. Now, I said on this program some time ago that as it stands now, our electoral laws does not, give provision for private candidate or individual candidate. It means that whoever that wants to vie for any political seat must belong to a political party.
All right.
And so every political party is a sub-unit that make up the larger political organization in this country. And without belonging to any political party organization, you cannot vie for any political seat. And so political parties, for me, they are important as governance itself. Because if any political party, gets it right, it means that whoever they produce as a product of that political party must go to wherever they will be and do justice to that position. But if a political party, produce a member that have, deformative character, wherever they will be, they will also exhibit such. And so for me, we shouldn't take this as it just happened in Zamfara State. It also happened even at the national level. And so for me, this accusation comes from APC in Zamfara State, the Action Progressive, All Progressive Congress. They shouldn't take it kindly. And so the person involved should know that currently he is a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not a minister representing Zamfara State, but a minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And so for me, this accusation is weighty. Let him come up to say that, look, from all indications that he has no hand in this, and if it is possible, an investigation should be launched to prove his innocency. Let me tell us, whether we like it or not, when the political party gets it right, it is possible we have the right leaders in those positions of trust. But when the political party gets it wrong, the same thing will be replicated in wherever position those candidates of those political party will be today or tomorrow. And so for me, my point here is, the secretary of APC in Zamfara State accused the leader, as it stands now. Matawalle is the leader of APC in Zamfara State.
All right.
Because he is the highest political officer in that state. Okay? And so for him, let him do something on that. Probably let the state party set up a committee to look into these allegations, and also even ask the secretary to come and prove it, that what he's saying is not true. Because I know in Nigeria we take things like that, we take things for granted. We don't take things serious. And so when it will backfire tomorrow, we say, how is it? How was it? And so on and so forth. So for me, let them take it serious and do the needful so that the man in question can exonerate itself from what is happening that is involving him and the APC chapter of Zamfara State.
Okay, well, Honorable Baruma, I'd like to get your take as regards these allegations by Matawalle as regards to funds mismanagement. What do you think this would mean for APC in Zamfara State? Also considering the fact that the party is the ruling party in Nigeria, what image does this portray to the party itself?
Thank you. I will tell you, that's the issue we have been having from time. The issue of mismanagement. When it comes to APC now in Nigeria, have in mind that issues will always come up.
So you said, sorry to interject. You said that's the issue we've always had. We need to be factual when we're stating some things here. So probably this is the first issue we've talked about, right? I don't know if you've had a series of other issues. You might want to, shed more light on that.
Yeah, why not? We'll have these issues about mismanagement of funds because so many political leaders who are in charge always want to have their team member in that particular party, whereby put it among the leaders, they have their team members. The team members where if they want to do one or two, they always want to involve so particular person. Why? So as to be able to manipulate the affair of that political party.
Does that have to do, how does the mismanagement of funds comes into play at that regard?
Yeah, it comes in because you see that each of the leaders have someone have someone at heart, and in course of that they want to get to the top whereby they can be able to use the other person to achieve what they want. So in course of that, if they if money comes in, they will always want to involve their own person, and the other person that is not carried along will always accuse the other person of mismanaging the money that have been sent for the political affair of that particular state.
All right. So
I don't know if you get me.
Okay. All right. So what would all of this means for APC, the party itself?
Yes. The point is the particular person who is involved in this mismanagement is still towards his ambition, because remember, anything party is all about the personal interest. So as far as not the interest of the general party members, they will accuse him of mismanagement. That's my point of view.
All right. There've also been accusations to Ms. Matawalle saying that the foodstuff rice, about 12,000 bags of rice donated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the people of Zamfara State, was hoarded by the same Matawalle again. What would you say as regards to that?
That's very wrong, first of all.
Mm.
But it does speak in good of him, because him as a leader ahead of others should be able to do better, so for others to emanate from his good leading. At this point in time, doing such is just like painting the party black, because they at this point in time, every other political party are looking up to the APC political party as the leading political party in the country. So if they should be leading the political party to that extent, giving the party bad name, it means end of the day, other opposition parties may have a chance to attack them.
All right. I think I got that quite correctly. You might want to say something.
Now, you see, this also goes to inform us that, look, political parties should not be owned by a selected group of people.
Okay.
A political party should be owned by the people, sponsored by the people, supported by the people. In that way, it will be easy or easier, to vet anything that happens in that political party. But in a situation where one individual sponsored the party or a political party, so you will expect all of this.
Okay.
There will be this division here and there. Look, I am this or that carry the political party from where it was to where it is today. I have to, things like this will happen. But if a political party is sponsored by the people, all these things will disappear. But currently, it will be very difficult, because looking at the economic structure of this country, it will always be that one person will be the sole owner of a political party.
All right.
But if the other way is the way we should take in maintaining political party, then we will have that fairness we expected. But as long as you see all this big bag, coming into political party, you see people will be saying all of this, we will continue to see all of this happening.
All right, Dr. Henry, even though Matawalle have not spoken out as regards to these allegations yet, we are still, waiting to hear his own side of the story. But then there have been serious allegations, just like you mentioned, that's been laid against Matawalle, just like you said. We have that of the 500 million naira, being claiming that he donated 500 million naira to the party. We also have this hoarding of 12,000 bags of rice that was donated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and then the mismanagement of 50 million naira still donated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you think with all of these allegations, Matawalle, it might likely come out of this, after being investigated?
I shouldn't say that I'm a novice when it comes to statements like this. Now, we knew what happened to 2020, 2021 when we had the COVID-19. You understand? Okay. Where elevation packages were given to Nigerians, and politicians end up diverting most of these things to their private uses. And so I'm not surprised that 12,000 bags of rice, was given to Zamfara State to share amongst the people. Don't be surprised. In fact, more than half of that 12,000 bags of rice will go to the politicians. Will not, it will not go to the intended beneficiaries, and which is very bad. Very, very bad. Now, you talk about the 500 million naira donated by one person. And this goes to confirm what I have said earlier.
All right.
When one person is donating such huge amount of money, so what do you think will happen? It will detect what will happen in the party. And if you don't agree, we'll tell you, my friend, get out of the party, because I am, as long as this party is concerned, I am the owner, because I detect what happened in this party. So I still stand on what I said earlier, that when the political party is owned by the people, sponsored by the people, contributed whatever that it takes to manage and sustain such political party by the people, then we would think of a new era where things will be beginning to work optimally. But where we go, we always walk in the same way and expect new things to happen. It will never victor, because politics, according to them, who are the practitioners, I call them the practitioners.
Okay.
We say permanent interest. You understand? So whatever they have, so whether you are an enemy today, tomorrow you might be a friend to someone else. So what is permanent in political party is what? Interest. their interest.
Just like Honorable Barrioma.
Of course,
Okay,
it's
so
interest.
I want to say something. The Matawalle, as we know him, I think he's one of the bourgeois in the Zamfara state for now. So when it comes to this political issue, I think I may attribute this as one of internal crisis currently, because
that's what it is.
Yeah, we're analyzing it because at a point, if this particular leader who is accusing the Matawalle, if he or she was carried along in some of this administration, some of this management, more of these things wouldn't have come up. But situations whereby maybe they ignore him or they ignore them, you know, they're among the leaders of the states. So situations whereby they ignore them and they don't carry them along, they can't really tell about what is happening currently within the Zamfara state. They may accuse him.
All right. So you're saying that if the secretary of the APC Zamfara state, Mansur Aminu Khalifa, was also, you know, being given some part of the funds, probably he wouldn't have.
Why not?
He wouldn't have come
because
to the office.
now we're appointing him as the secretary to the state, the Zamfara state APC. So if really he was carried along, where he knows one or two that is going on, he must be able to, you know, give the summary of the whole how the money have been spent. But situations whereby he is a secretary to the APC at Zamfara state, and then he can't write anything, he can't pen down anything. At the point, he must accuse them of mismanagement of funds.
Well, don't you think that it's this information, this statement we're getting here is as a result of what he has written down so far? Because this didn't just happen. You know, it has happened in the past, and probably someone might have been, you know, recording all of this before we come to hear of it.
What I'm trying to say is that we should find out if really the secretary has been carried along among these team members ruling the APC Zamfara state.
Okay, well, or maybe until then, because there haven't been any official statement
because I
yet.
must tell you,
there haven't been any official statement from Matawalle to confirm all of this.
Will not come up to speak to say anything. He will not come up.
All right, let's watch and see. Well, okay.